Hey, what's happening, everyone? All right, welcome. This is the first Beatcast workshop. We're excited about this. I know we've given you a heads up about what we're going to be talking about. So basically, we're going to be doing the workshop to kind of fill in between um, the weeks that we don't do the standard Beatcast with everyone and listening to the beats. So we want to do something a little bit special, bring in experts on their pieces of gear or just different production styles and whatnot. And of course, we'll be taking questions from the community, and we'll be bringing different guests in for the different workshops. We just want to welcome you. This is my first live stream controlling everything. So first off, I just want to say if things go a little crazy every once in a while, I'm still learning, so bear with me. But I'm excited for this. Glad to see everyone on here. Looks like we got Al, John, Tatsu, all you guys up in the chat there. So that's awesome. So this week, we're really excited about this one. We wanted to kick off this first week with something that we know everyone wanted to know more about, which was obviously Koala. So you all know Koala. Everyone's interested, whether you downloaded it, you've messed with it, or you've watched everyone use it. I mean, it's just blown up since its launch in the past couple of years. And well, we have a special guest to talk about that. So we're really excited to bring him on. So without further ado, let's bring him on. We have Remi MZ joining us. How's it going, man?
What's up, Shogun?
How are you doing? Yeah, we're like when we were talking about this workshop and talking about doing Koala for the first one. Obviously, you're the first person that we
Man,
thought
I'm
of
so
to.
happy and it's an
Yeah.
honor to be the first.
Yeah, you are Mr. Koala.
By the way, it's a pleasure to be on the other side tonight because usually I'm the host.
I know, man. It's crazy because you're telling me about all all the different Koala beat casts and how many streams you've done in the past, and I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you have the time, especially with everything you got going on.
And it's this community helped me to be strong because so much music and so much cool stuff every week, and people are really helping me and supporting me. It's really important. So yeah. Tatsumaki, what up is on the chat. I show that the Koala fam is here. Epic music too. It's cool because I think the Beatcast, the old Sunday school beats, and now the Beatcast, bring a community really near one each other. No, some people from the Sunday school beat comes on my Koala Beatcast, and other from Koala Beatcast come to the Sunday school beat. So it's so cool, no?
Really, yeah, definitely runs parallel.
Yeah, we are on the crossover multiverse, bro.
Yeah,
definitely. So thanks, Shogun. Thanks, Shogun, to have
yes. So we'll talk a little bit more about the community as well, but I want to talk a little bit about you and your background, how you got started into. Let's first, before getting into Koala, let's start. How was your background in music, and how did you get started?
Yeah, so I was born and raised in France, in Bordeaux. Here I started in the hip hop, like at my 12, 13. I started with the breakdance, the graffiti, and really quickly I started to rap. So I started to rap like at 14 years old, and I was really on it. I wasn't making beats and all. With the time, you want your music, you want some beats, so you have to make it by
yourself. Yeah, so, and you have graced us with some of your MC skills in the past on some of your beats. I know you've done.
Yeah, for sure.
On a few of those, yeah.
I think it's helping for more. And yeah, I'm going back. I'm preparing right now an album, two CD for this year. One with with Mexican friend, a duo album, and
awesome.
a solo one. So yeah, I'm going back with the rap after making only beats. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
I started with the rap, and after I made beat, I'm making beat, and right now it's the other
coming back around. Yeah.
Yes. And thanks for with the community, because the community helped me to going back on the rap, because I didn't find MCs for rapping on the show, and I had to make it by myself.
It's like with the beats. It's like you needed beats, so you had to make them. You need MCs, you're going to rap.
Same.
Do it. Yeah.
So yeah, I started, with the sampler, no? MPC 2000. I started with the MPC 2000, not mine. I never buy one because I was broken. But I going to the studio of my friend, and we started with this. I with the SP 505 too.
Okay.
So I started with this machine. It was really hard to me, to be honest. It was always like mathematics class. So I was more in the rolling blunt than talking the pad. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was good for finding sample or giving my point of view. After that, I directly switched to the computer, to the DAW. Because it was like 2000, and so when it started, the
Start getting better, and yeah.
Basis, the first Logic Express. So I'm after that I started to making music on computer, and the life. I was a father really young, so I stopped a little bit the music. I wasn't really on spending money on gear and things like that. And after a while, I discovered music on the first time it was on the iPod Touch. So I started to make music on the iPod Touch. It was Beatmaker 1.
Well, Beatmaker? Okay.
The first one from Intua. Great application too. And I started on the iPod Touch, and after that I buy an iPhone, and I was making a lot of music on my to play, not only to play on my phone. And I discover Koala sampler. One day I discover Koala sampler, and man, I fall in love directly. I don't know the simplicity, the easiness, the simplicity, no simplicity.
Yeah, simplicity. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it really. Wow, it was only for making beats. So yeah, I started to make a group on Facebook because I was really a fan, and I was sure it's going to be something
Blow up. Yeah.
iconic.
How long ago was this?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay.
2 years and a half, more or less. And I made this Facebook group, and I started to make the Facebook group. It grow. And it at the end, it was more important than the official one from Koala Sampler. So the dev named by Marek, because it's only one guy behind Koala Sampler. So I contact him, and he say he contact me, and he say, do you want to make it the Koala Sampler official Facebook?
Official. Okay.
And I made
awesome.
This.
Yeah, because I see him. He'll pop in there every once in a while and talk about and comment as well. So that's different that you actually have the app developer actually engaging in the community. So that's really cool.
Definitely, and it helped me a lot because when I started with the idea to make the Koala Beatcast, after to show the Sunday School Beats, because I have to say that it's after to say the Beatcast of Sunday School Beats, it gave me the idea to make the same with the community from Koala. So I started with the idea, but with a fucking laptop i3 without camera, because I didn't have the money to buy all the gear.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah, but like after the 5-6 Beatcast, Marek helping me to buy a screen, a camera.
Oh wow!
I buy a Mac, and so I started the Beatcast thanks to Marek, who give me a really support, a big support, and I started to make this in this community grow every day, and I really love what I made, because to me my passion is the entertainment. So rapping, teaching, or only about music, I love that.
Putting yourself out there, and doing it. That's awesome. Yeah. So with the community, the one thing I noticed is the community is awesome, because I've been in the group for a while now. Before, I think even Sunday School Beats, before all that, I was just kind of watching, and I tried to dive in and use it, and And I was like, this is an awesome tool. So I joined the community. And the first thing I noticed is how different that community is from any other community, like the NPC groups and the machine groups. Is like everyone, there's just a lot of love within that community where everyone's helping each other out. No one's, talking down to anyone. It's just a lot of, it's just a great community.
No toxic people on it.
No, not at all.
Can't it's crazy, but on this Facebook group right now we have 4,420 something like that of people on this group.
Yeah,
and
that's crazy.
No toxic people.
Yeah.
And every time I have one guy, I ban it.
Yeah, get rid of them.
It's totally a dictature here, bro. You can't go and speak some shit on my group because I have an idea, to me, internet, it's like the real life. In the real life, you don't go to show the guy and say, your music is shit. No.
Yeah, there's consequences.
You slap your face. So it's the same on the internet, man. We can't slap your face. So shout out, make something constructive. Give some feedback. You can make bad critics. You can critique. It's cool, but not talking shit. You have, some responsibility when you speak, and a lot of time on internet, I think people forget that. Forget that the what is really, having a fair conversation, something real. No, it's not only trolling or spamming. So I think because I made this group like that, but I have a lot of helper because people, people
they're watching,
talking shit, other make the, for example, Benjamin is on the chat, and it's a guy like that, it's a really positive guy. So always when the guy is really, in a bad mood, he have to change. So it's the reason I think people are really happy with the community because it's really positive, and like the hip hop. So remember the peace, love, and unity.
The whole flirt.
I'm old school. Maybe I sound like a boomer, but it's what we have to bring it back. Look, the Beatcast was really that, the Sunday school beat. I think the idea was incredible to make that, to give an opportunity to introduce people, introduce musicians to a different community, and working on the same sample. It's always like a teamwork.
Because we're on the same path.
And you are Jew, Muslim, you are, we don't give it. We make music.
Exactly.
And this is what we need in this world.
That's awesome. That's great, man. So if you guys aren't in the community yet and you're interested in Koala or using Koala, you got to jump on the Koala community on Facebook. So really quick, so that's just Facebook /
it's Facebook group / Koala Sampler.
Okay, perfect.
But you have on my you go on my Instagram, the Koala Beatcast, or Instagram or Twitter on you have every link on the Koji. I'm using Koji is like a link tree.
Gotcha.
You have every link here. The Discord right now is really better for the Beatcasting. It's the Discord. We have 215, and it's going to be crazy because we're making some challenge on it, collaboration. So go to the Discord, guys. It's really more active for the Koala Beatcast and for Koala Sampler for sure. But the official and the best group is on Facebook. Perfect. And we are working right now on the koalabeatcast.com.
Awesome.
So blog, video,
everything can be there.
Maybe a little presentation of every member, and
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's jump into the app a little bit. So where is it available as far as what platforms?
So usually in the first time it's for mobile or tablet. Okay, you can buy it on Play Store for Android or iOS. Okay, so it's available on Google and Apple Store for every Android model. And this was the first thing crazy with this app, because you don't have a lot of application of music on Android. So this point is the reason why the Koala Sampler is really more is bigger, I think, on the beatmaking community, because you can make it on Android and usually people didn't use it. But now it's available for free on Mac, on the desktop, Mac desktop.
Awesome. Okay.
It's for free on Mac. and on Windows, it's like alpha beta test.
Okay.
It's really, really not working well. The reason why is because Android have different hardware, and Windows is the same. So for a dev, it's really hard to make a good application for every device. And iOS is easy because you can use iPhone 10, iPhone. It's the same hardware.
Same software. Yeah.
Same, no, and hardware too.
Oh yeah.
They use like the same chips, the same. So it's easier to make an application on the iOS. So yeah, available on Mac and iOS. For me, I prefer to use it in the mobile use. But for example, you can use it like an audio unit. It's an hack on the new Mac M1. If you download the iPad version of the application on Mac M1, you can use it like an audio unit. It's for the people who don't know Mac, it's like a plugin. It's like plugin on DAW on Mac, but it's not working really well. It's a hack.
That's a hack. Okay.
Soon, I'm pretty sure, really soon. I'm pretty soon Marek is going to make something, but it's only one guy. I know to have some help from other dev because it's really hard to make this alone. But yeah, big shout out to Marek Pereza.
Awesome. So why don't we, if you can, why don't we bring up Koala so people can take a look at it?
Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen from the desktop version, okay, of my of the application. So I'm going to make a little sneak peek. Okay, let me share. So it is okay.
There we go.
Okay. So I have right now my MIDI controller connected, a Bluetooth one. So can you hear? So I have my shop. Remember, it was from the DP Flip Session 7, if I remember. So I have every sample here. Okay. So for example, I started with this where I have a lot of loop. So because you can use both, you can use only if you want loop clips, or making the sequencing of your drum, whatever you want, you can use both on it. Okay. So you have three view. You have the sample view where you can edit your sample. Okay. The crazy thing right now is you can stretch, time stretch whatever you want on Koala. So it's really crazy. You take a loop, for example, if you have your good start point and end point, you only put stretch and you can change whatever tempo is fit on it. For the acapella, is work really, really well too. Okay.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, what surprised me most when I first started using Koala is it actually had a really good waveform and editing, audio editing section, which you don't always see, especially in an app. You know, like even for like people coming from the 404, like obviously the MK2 has it now, but like the other 404s and 303s, you don't get the waveform view, and it blew me away that it actually had all these tools within the waveform view. It's just like using Machine or an MPC.
So, and you have 64 pads. So you have okay. So it's really, you can use really a lot of, and the polyphony, you know, it's a digital device, so you don't have the issue like the old sampler with the polyphony. You're cool. So you have a classic sample, you know, view. You can use one shot if you want. Reverse, really crazy for trap maker. Loop, I never use that, man. I make my own loop. I never use the function, but you have the function. So of course you can adjust your attack, your release. U-turn is some kind of low pass.
Okay.
So you can use a ton for that. Shock. So it's really cool. This is for when you have, for example, you playing, you know, two different shock, to not have one over other. Is the reason why if you put the same on the same shock group, when you
cut each other off
the other. So it's really great for the people who are making, for example, long sample or things like that. You have so after that you have the stretch function. So it is new. Here you have the crop for cut your sample. Normalize, it's really good when your sample is really low. on volume, you put the normalize and it's better for the loudness. Auto shop, so it's crazy this feature. Look, so the auto shop, you have a different way to get automatically your shop, your sample. So you can make adjust in 44 sample 9. Okay, crazy. So you can really adjust. You have different mode equal for
equal intervals. Yeah,
it's for the old school style, like MPC when you was playing your sample on the BPM. The lazy one, for me, for the lazy guys, so you play and it's like random. They shop randomly. So you have the function, really cool for the people who love to shop. Make mono for my lo-fi guys. Can make mono use sample. Bounce, okay, is when you is to re-sample your pad. And export is crazy because you have a lot of and Mac no, but when you are on iPhone or on iPad, you can export, for example, per stems, per pads. You can export to Appleton on Appleton link. You can export only you can record the song on live, like the SP, like a resample on the pad. So you have ton of different way to export your sample. The only feature that it doesn't here is the Easter egg. Marek, it's
yeah. We talked about the Easter egg.
Marek, he really love to play, So he make a secret function on it, 2 secret function on it, and one of that is the extract stems. So it's crazy. You put the stems like for 16 bars because it's not working on a long sequence, but you can extract the vocals, the bass, the piano from a track.
Yeah, and I think and that's awesome. I think for the guys that are used to using DAWs or different versions, if they don't want to finish a song within Koala, which you totally can, you could do a whole, all you guys are finishing your songs in Koala. If you don't want to work that way, you can still export the stems and throw it in your DAW, do whatever you need.
It depends. To be honest, when I really want to rap on it and making mastering, and I extract the stems and I mix it on Logic. This is my way. But a guy like Danny is here. Font my name. This guy have a YouTube channel, Danny Sugar. He have a lot of tutorial on Koala. And this guy, for example, use only the iOS device. He mix on AUM. AUM, it's other application who root every other application, every music application. So it's a DAW basically, but when you can mix and it's crazy because it mix all the plugin you use for mixing and mastering is on the iOS device. So you have people who can make everything. Sometimes people are a little bit afraid because the sequence, you don't really have a label, colors or something like that. So to organize, you have to really work your workflow. For example, what I make, I love to make 4 bars. So what I made, I have my, I have my style. So what I made usually is I start. This is the intro. Okay. So I had more on the intro. Go. Yeah. Okay. And when I have like 32 bars of different sequences, directly I make a long sequence. Oh yeah, you have to work it. It's really good for your memory. It's really good. Again, the Alzheimer disease. So you can work with your brain for remember that. But pretty soon, I listen some kind of edit label function. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure really soon we are going to have more surprise. So yeah, for example, I made my track. Look, it's a house track of like a DAW. So you can really if you play it, you can go here. Okay, so this is the parts Oops, sorry,
No worries.
I forget to. I close it. I close it.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that scares a lot of people off who are used to just the standard song function is that there isn't that song create song. So you have to copy the pieces into that long, and it took me a little while to get used to it, but once you get used to it, I mean it's really simple. It's as long as you have all your different sections, you just copy and paste them in there. It works great.
Okay, okay. So, for example, the second thing crazy is the perform sequence, and this is for the SP lover, because for the people who love to turning knob, this is the shit, because you have really, for me it's like that. It's like the sampling of the MPC, but with the performance effect of the SP.
Mm-hmm.
And this is crazy because I remember the professional one always was the MPC. The MPC was where you can sequencing, you can really work like a DAW on your MPC, but the SP was for the guy outside on live session, or so Koala mixed both. So it's crazy. So what you have to animate, for example, say you buy a my G controller with knob, and you can adjust every map, every button of your MIDI controller. Messy Goods, like 2 hours ago, asked me if we can map on the desktop version. Yeah, for sure. So look, how do you make that, bro? You go on the setting right, on the button on the right. So you go to setting, you have MIDI, map MIDI, okay? So yeah, so it's like that. So if I want, for example, to I'm going to put the filter on this, on the first one. So up here the filter, okay? Stop macking right now. So I'm going to play. Okay. No latency with Bluetooth, guys. Yeah, no latency. So this is the good thing about Koala.
Yeah. Really quick, we're getting feedback from the community here that your the volume for is a little loud for Koala.
Okay, great. Let me change it. Okay, better.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Better, guys. Okay. So I'm going to change a little bit. This was a house track, but of course you can make, really your drums like for the people who love to sequencing your drums, but you can too. So let's go to listen this. So for example, I send by AirDrop a track made on my iPhone, okay, and directly I pass it to the desktop really quickly. So the same here. I have my okay. So you can adjust, make your balance, the sound, for example. So you can pretty make everything you want with it. If you are DAW guys, export your stems. You can export every stem. So you can, when you export the stems, you export every pad. So it's cool because you have 1 track, 2 track, 3 track, 4 track, 5 track. Okay, it's export the pad like a track. So for mastering, for professional use, it's perfect. I think it's better than the whole MPC.
Yeah, I mean, it looks exactly like the current MPC software too, the way that's tracked out there. So Epic Music, he's asking, we talked about this the other day. He's asking the same thing I did. Is there any latency with the Bluetooth controller?
No. On Windows a lot, but on iOS no latency. And I on MIDI you don't have latency, and audio it's awful.
Okay,
audio Bluetooth is bad, horrible. But MIDI Bluetooth is really good. I hear about the new Roland. Roland made a little thing you connect on your device, and you can use it as a Bluetooth MIDI. And it seems it worked really good without latency on Windows 2. It's Roland. I don't remember, but it's Roland who made that. It's MIDI adapter or Bluetooth MIDI adapter.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I mean, you guys are using the Lightning, the adapters that have the headphone audio output, or or obviously there are some Lightning audio controllers or audio word blanking on me, audio devices as well that you can get. I know Novation, or not Novation. Novation might have one.
This is really the bad point of iOS device.
Yeah.
The lack of connectivity is really really bad. So the bad thing is you have to buy the fake camera controller, the camera connector, because it's the only one who have two Lightning, two USB and one Lightning for connected. So the official one.
Yeah.
Shit, Apple, what you make, man? It's really crazy, but it's the reason why I prefer Bluetooth. To be honest, this model is good, but
what is that model? So
it's Korg Nano Studio.
Okay.
But the pad are really. We lost the bro. So I was saying the pad are really shitty, guys. To be honest.
Okay.
If you are MPC guys, if you are, they are really. This is same like the Octa track. If you know the digital, guys, it really feel like a keyboard, no? The old keyboard.
With the clicking and.
So for the mobile thing, it's really cool. For the real musician,
no.
But I the new Roland connector. I have a friend here who got that. He used a synthesizer, a Phantom, connected directly to his iPad, and no latency, nothing. Sorry, I'm going to speak Spanish really soon. Don't worry, it's the Pacifico effect after the cheers. Yeah. So yeah, you can make a lot of things. For example, this is really classic beat, a sample, drums. But for the guys, I know the new generation love to use a lot of splice loop or other thing like that, and you can make it too. Really like a clip launcher. So for example, one more time, I close it. Oh, bro, I'm really
no worries, man.
Yeah, it's yeah, the red button. To be honest, I use more the mobile version, but it's free on Mac. So guys, go to grab it.
Go grab it, try it out
for free. You can lose nothing. So let's go to share. This, for example, is more trap. Now you have the not repeat function because it was something the people was asking for, and so for example, look, it's only loop. I have some made from Core Gadget and other from, I think from a pack, from I don't remember, Loop Master or something like that. So yeah, it's real like. So it's work too for the cheaters. The stutter effect, man, for the spillover.
Yeah. And so everyone knows too, so that it does have a hold function or a release function, correct? On the other effects.
Yeah, you have the hold function. The hold function.
Yeah.
And it's better on, you have other application named by Koala FX. So this is an audio unit, so like a plugin on iOS, and you can make a sequence of effects. So prepare you like A, B, C, D, E, F, and when you touch, it changes the effect pre-saved. And the name is Koala FX. So you can for example, if you don't want the sequencing, you don't want Koala, but you love the effect, you download only the Koala FX, and you're good to go for.
And that's available as an AU, you said?
And yeah, only on iOS.
Oh, on iOS, okay.
Yeah, because the audio unit, you don't have audio unit on Android for now.
Okay. So for those who aren't familiar, that's when you would use the what's the app to map everything together? You spoke about it earlier. What is the the name of the app to connect all of the different apps together.
AUM.
AUM, that's right. So for those who aren't familiar,
GarageBand work, GarageBand,
okay.
Zen Beats from Roland, Cubasis. Every DAW on
Mhm.
iOS who have audio unit function, you can use Koala.
That's
And
awesome.
for example, I sample a lot from the radio, the web radio. You have a plugin named by Radio Unit, and you can switch between radio around the world and sampling directly on Koala. And it's crazy because you have some kind of Polish, Russian, other country around the world with
Yeah.
some kind of music. Japanese, a lot of crazy thing of jazz in Japanese. Wow! And so I sample. I'm the mole with my wife. I'm pouring, and I like let's go. And I make some random sampling, and sometimes we make some crazy shit from
That's the
this.
way to do it, man. I just want to give a shout out to High in Arizona for handing out a bunch of subs to everyone. Thanks
Or
for
whatever.
watching, and yeah, appreciate the support. High in Arizona, thank you for all that. So what you're talking about sampling here. So let's talk about the different ways to sample into Koala.
So Koala, it's you can sample everything you want. You can, for example, directly sampling from your directly from your mic,
Mhm.
from your mic.
Hey, hey, hey,
Okay,
hey, hey, hey,
let's go.
hey, hey, hey.
Okay, can make you 16 bar if you want, but of course it's not so easy. But yeah,
Mhm.
you can record so from the input of your sound card. Same on iOS, you can import directly from your voice or from other application. But it's crazy because you can import video, bro.
Yeah, and that was awesome. So if you could do a screen, a screen record of a YouTube video.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Except MP4, MP4, Wave, M4A, FLAC, pretty everything, pretty everything. So yeah, you have a lot of solution for sampling for the guy who love to make the sound, no?
Mhm.
Yeah, you got you. Okay, it's bad. But let's go for the live looping if you want. For live looping, no, but for looping it's cool. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Let's go into one of those. So that's
Sorry.
there you go. No, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So let's go into that. What are the different things that we could do to edit that sample?
Yo, so after this sample, you have different options. For example, we are going to make you want to add effects. We going to take
Hey, hey,
okay. So we are going to take this.
hey, hey.
Well, first, of course, you adjust your start point. Huh?
Mhm.
You want to cut it, but we are going to cut, crop. Let's go. So we have that. So it's too low. Okay, no problem. Normalize. Here we go. Okay.
Hey, hey, hey.
Okay. So here we go. What I make you, it's my workflow. You have a lot of different. What I love is adding some effects. So what I made to adding some effect, I'm going to the empty sequence. Okay.
Hey, hey, hey.
So I'm going to put it here. Okay.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Okay.
Hey,
So
hey.
I'm going to use the performance. I'm going to add some delay,
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
some
Hey,
greenness,
hey.
little filter, high pass. Okay. So I have my sample. I'm happy with that. I'm going to make. Okay. I'm going to resample loop. Let's go. Where is it? Sorry. Is it? Okay, here we go. So you have your sample with the effect and all. Okay? So it's a way to sampling. Okay, so you have other effect I didn't show before that when you sampling from the mic. Sorry. So let's go.
Yeah, that resample function is awesome.
Awesome because you can add a lot of effect. Okay, so let's go. I don't choose a Danny. It's the reason why, man. I'm always only that, and I'm sharing that. And Tatsumaki show me a lot of secret too. So thanks, Tatsu, the master, the real master of. I'm only a beginner on the side of Tatsu. So I was thinking you can make if I record from the mic. What's going on? So yeah. Okay, I'm going to record, but sorry, I have to go outside of this. Okay. Let me go. Okay. I'm recording. Okay. So I'm recording when I speak. I'm going to record, but sorry, so what you can make too. Okay, say record song. So what is record song? As directly you can, for example, resample a full part of your track. So you put record song, and you go, for example, on the little sequence you made, no? And you can make the same I did, but in live.
Hey, 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 hey,
Okay. So,
hey, 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 hey,
okay.
hey.
So this right now is recorded. Okay. So I got it on my files. So you don't show that, but it say save your song, and I'm going to save it. No. Okay. So lo vamos allá. Okay. Okay, so I have my files, and the same. You can make the effect on live to make your resampling. So you have a lot of different. You can resample live effects while it playing on a new pad too. Yeah, other function. So you have so much different way to resample. Yeah, it was that what I saw on mic. You have other effect right here. For example, you have the robot effect. So when you put the robot effect, where is the robot effect? I see. So when you put the report effect, it's like that. So you have the robot effect.
Perfect.
You have to make a bass. For example, this is great for make a bass. The bass.
Nice.
So from this, make your bass, bro. Look, you jack, you tack, you put the tone. Okay. Yeah.
That's wild. And what that take you 5 seconds, you know?
I see. Sub 808, bro.
Yeah.
Normalize, and I got the 808. Look.
There you go. That's crazy.
Let's go. Yeah.
And you can still pitch that down from there as well.
Yeah, and you have a lot of way because Danny have his own way, Tatsu too. A lot of people are different. So, yeah, it's old school and at the same time new. So it's both of them. No? So you can really make crazy thing, crazy sequence of different thing. No, and the good, you can send the project between different Koala users. And you open with all the sample, the sequences is really easy to share because every week the people are collaborate between Android, iOS. They send the files and make music
just
together.
share that way. So Funk's my name. I mentioned the keyboard mode. Put it in keyboard mode. So you also have the keyboard mapping function, correct?
So yeah. For example, this is the other sequence. So let's go to the keyboard board. Okay, try my notes. So you click on the keyboard. Let's go, and you have different options. So for the guys who don't play, you can play with so you can play your wall note. You have different. You can play on Ying Zong. It's like Chinese one, the Japanese one. You have chromatics. You have such different.
So the highlighted ones are the notes within that scale, correct?
Not repeat. Okay, so you have strum.
No idea.
This is upper. This is not available right now. Is working on it. And you have the different function on grid. But on the Mac, I don't have the keyboard because now you have the keyboard, the normal keyboard. This is more the live, more the live. The name, no, the MIDI controller.
Yeah,
so it's more like that. But yeah, you have so much different option. Look, for example, this kind of sequence, it's pretty cool. You can make every kind of music. So for example, it was a sampler from the Flip Challenge. So you can make whatever you want.
And this is a great live performance tool because with those different sequences you have, those boxes, I mean, you can fire those off, and it's going to fire off the next one on the next downbeat, correct, or the next count.
How many page you have? You have a lot. To all of that. You can really sequence a lot. The thing is the organization. You have to be really good on organization. But when you are working with Akai S2000 or MP, this is like wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to think it's if you're using a 404, there's no way to you don't know that this pad is named this or this sequence is named that because you don't. It's just numbered, so it's the same thing. It's not like you're losing out on anything. You're actually getting a lot more.
Other crazy thing, bro, because we are not finished with that. Is for the people the hype guys. The people who love the swag. It is.
Yeah.
Who love the swag. You can too. So you put the music, you go to settings, okay, and choose your background. Okay, so you can choose the speed, scroll down, mirror. So this is other crazy feature because a lot of people love that. Look at the people on the SP. They look at the light, the light of the pads, and
they have their skins. Yeah,
it is. It's the same. You are hypnotized when you are making beats. You are like looking your screen, and this is the other thing. You can add a lot of different character, different visualize on your video edit for the people who share on social media. It's really important right now. The video, it's like 50% of your music. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I feel like a lot of the Koala users, they're actually really good with social media too. So it kind of goes hand in hand.
Maki, for example, it's really impressive because he mixed the video of Koala and him playing at the same time. So
exactly.
And this is the way today to make music. You have to know a little bit about graphism and
Yeah. And for everyone watching, we are watching the chat. So if you have any questions for Remi, just drop them in there, and we'll go over your questions. But I think for now, is there anything that you really want? Anything else you want to show off in here, or anything that we forgot?
For sure, I forget a lot of things, but what's more? Yeah, you can. The show mute solo. How I forget that, bro. No, it's the new function. So you can mute your pads. This is crazy. Look. So we can mute the pad. In live. You can mute the pad in live. So I think if you don't have sampler, we can so quickly mute pad at the same moment. So you have for all the people. If you are a guy who love to use only loop, it's cool. You can use it. If you're a guy who love to sequence from a fucking disc digged in the store, you can. So it's really for everybody and for the broken people because it's $5, 10 version. But you can use it on the shitty Android phone. I live in Mexico and I know a lot of beat maker can afford the official application of Fruity Loops or sampler. So for these guys, I know the happiness to make crazy beat, on the Huawei or some kind of cheap phone.
Or even if you have every piece of equipment, this is just another nice piece of gear and app to have. Like I used it last year when we were doing the Sunday school beats, or no, I was doing the 100 days where I was making a beat a day, and I was at a cabin, so with obviously I didn't have any of my gear, but I was using Koala, so I was able to keep up and do a beat a day with Koala. That's kind of how I learned a little bit more about doing it there. So it's just nice to have that extra piece of gear to make music with.
So this is really important too. Sorry, what is Danny saying right now about the possibility of AUV3. Since Koala is audio unit, that you have so much function because you can right now export 8 outputs directly on AUM. So you can add an effect on every 8 track of your beat.
That's
crazy, bro. It's like having a multi-track a sampler. And to be honest, if you buy, I have the cheapest one iPad, the first price, the first price of iPad, and I never like 20% of the CPU, 30% maybe, and I have the cheapest one. And I know people with iPad 6, iPad 5 who's still working on it. This for me is really important because music, it's really sometime I feel it's really elitist, no? When you don't have the money to buy your guitar, you don't have the money to buy. It's really hard to make music, and electronic music is the same. And more, with the all this kind of I show my gear, who got the bigger, no?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
making community was really on that, no? And I'm really happy with the Koala community because we are really out of that. We don't give. You can work whatever you want. It's only about music, and I think it's what we need to think. Everybody, not about this man use auto tunes. No, this man. No, man, listen. Yeah, keep your brain here and listen only the music. Okay.
Yeah, it breeds more creativity too. I think, especially if you have it's because you're going to have a lot more newcomers who bring in different ideas that you wouldn't, the veterans wouldn't think about. And they're able to dive into this and try this out.
Right. Definitely. The tutorial of that are on YouTube. You put Danny Sugar is the name, DANNY Sugar, like the sugar, and you have the tutorials of how to multi output on Koala. Danny is a great helper. He helped me a lot. He's the guy who make the graphics of the community, a lot of things. So shout out to him. Shout out to Fuck My Name.
Awesome. Yeah. And like I said, if there are any other questions out there for Remi, let us know. He'll be happy to go over them. But I mean, you showed us a lot here. I learned a lot. I'm a user, I don't use it heavily, but like I learned a lot from what you went over here that I didn't know was even available. So for those of you who are kind of on the fence of getting it, I'm sure Remi really pushed you over the fence to grab this.
For example, if you want really to know more about making music, I can make it live, but right now, starting from the. But if you look some flip roulette, we made some flip roulette. The first one, the first are more focused on the people who making on live. So you have Tatsumaki who make a beat on live. You have a lot of DPSE. But DPSE was on Pocket Operator, I remember, on the flip. But yeah, so we have a lot of cool guests. And I'm going to start the flip roulette this month in June, guys. So remember flip roulette, it was I post the sample 1 hour before the show. And you have to submit your beat during the show. So
that's crazy.
if you guys, Koala, it's perfect for that.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the time you start to make your project on your door, it's finished, bro. It's finished. No, the guys take your iPhone. Yeah, they have the beats in less than 30 minutes, guys. Here we like that. A guy like Dano Bravo or LV. Some guys like make in 20 minutes they make a tape. Like they are crazy.
Yeah, it's like for anyone who uses a DAW or a machine. I mean, you could make a beat in 20, 30 minutes, but then it's going to take you another, 20, 30 minutes to kind of get it ready to upload. Whereas this, it's like it's already on your phone. You're good to go.
To be honest, go to listen on Bandcamp, the Flip Retro, and you have some beat. If I didn't say it's made in 40 minutes, you say, this guy spent the night for making it. Trust me. Some kind of beat like mine, some shit, but other like Tatsu make in 1 hour, bro. Master read everything, bro. Everything.
No, all you guys are good. All the creativity you guys have, it's crazy. I love it. I absolutely love it. We're coming up here on the top of the hour. So I want to thank you for being on, Remi. Let's start. So when again is the next your next Koala Beatcast?
Every Friday, 5 p.m. East. Every Friday, 5 p.m. East. Next month we have a flip roulette. I don't have the Sunday because I'm a mess with the schedule, but on Sunday we are going to have a flip roulette. We are going to making the summer tape, guys. It's time to make the summer tape. Every year we make the Christmas tape and we make the summer tape. So guys, if you want to be part of that, send me your track at koalabeatcast@gmail.com. Okay.
And those past ones are available on Bandcamp.
Yeah, every flip challenge are available on Bandcamp, YouTube, and Twitch. On Discord, join the Discord, guys, because the Discord is really better to have really a direct contact, direct between people. So definitely come. A lot of people, a lot of great guys. So shout out to all the people. Epic Music, my bro who made the remix contest. I have to give you your gift, Epic, because I forget to tell it. Because you are a winner of the remix contest. So sorry, Epic Music. I make so much thing I forget the
too much going on.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm a mess, but I make it this with the heart. So sometimes I'm too speed. Don't worry.
Well, I want to personally thank you, man. This was awesome. You were my first guest. Thank you for being patient with me as we did a couple tests.
Your first show
you know,
was awesome, bro. Like
I was nervous. So thanks for dealing with me on testing all that out. So everyone, check out the Koala community. Check out the links. We dropped them in there.
Beatcast, Koala Beatcast, guys.
Koala Beatcast.
Everything is Koala Beatcast. Is the only one. Is the Koala Beatcast. Okay, so let's go. And the Beatcast, of course, but the Koala. We have a we are bro. Yeah,
we're all on the same wavelength here.
Some tips on the I have some tips on the community who say, well, but they use the Beatcast name. I say, well, guys, if I use Koala Beatcast, it's because the Sunday School Beatcast. So guys, so they inspired me. So bro, I think
it's all love.
We had the first, I think, to the name Beatcast because it was podcast. And I feel that really soon, trust me, I'm pretty sure we're going to show a lot of Beatcast.
Yeah,
trust me.
Happen.
But remember, we was the first. This could beat and the Koala. So shout out to you, Shogun. Shout out to you too.
Yeah, thank you, Remi. It was great. Have a good night. Stick around here. I'll talk to you afterwards. But I'm gonna do a quick outro here for everyone. So again, thank you to Remi. Just want to thank the Beatcast community here. Thanks for watching the inaugural episode. Thanks for joining me and Remi. And remember, if you haven't submitted your beat yet for this most recent Beatcast, you still got a few hours to get that in to make the show. The next Beatcast episode is going to be next Sunday, the 29th. Right here on the Twitch channel. So be sure to watch us live while we roll the beats. And again, thank you, everyone. We'll have the information soon for our next workshop and hope you all join us. Have a good night, everyone.